with the Vinayak Chaturthi just coming round the corner, I thought it would be a good time for us to refresh what we had done and what happened since July to now, because especially I was preparing for the very exciting Durga Mandala Vatika that is coming up in October, was that more advances have happened in science, cutting edge science, as well as I got some more inputs from our Vedic traditions on the Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala itself. So I thought this will be a great opportunity now that you're all going to take a shot at it. Most of you would like to, draw it. If you don't want to draw it, don't worry. I mean, you can always take a printout of the, picture that is shared with you. So there's no problem on that. But if you want to explore it, then these informations would be additional informations that would go into your own understanding of Mandala Vatika. So let us quickly do a recap of what we did in the Mandala Vatika course. And the first part of it was where I spoke to you about what science today, where science today is in understanding reality. Yeah. And you remember all those talks I shared with you on the videos, and the understanding that everything, as far as science is concerned today, science has categorically established that everything is just a wave. It's a mathematical wave function which pervades in this universe, creating the universe by several waves interacting with each other. And when a wave function is disturbed or it goes through an oscillation, then the illusion of a particle is created in the wave. And colliding particles create matter, and that matter expresses itself into this beautiful universe, right? So we had a lot of deep dive that we did where we looked at the latest cutting edge in scientific research, which talks about what really is what is reality, what is the truth behind all this creation, right? So that was the first part of the Mandala Vatika session. And towards the end of that, I took you through the sacred geometry and the mathematics of sacred geometry. And if you remember, I did an introduction to Mandelbrot's fractals. If you were God and you wanted to create a complicated and a very rich, diverse universe, you would have to start working with something extremely simple. Yeah. And just by iterating that, you can create wondrous forms and wondrous richness in the created universe. So I had exposed you just to the tip of the iceberg there about how, using a very simple equation, like fx is fz, let's say, is z squared plus c. And we understood what these Mandelbrot fractals were, what is a Mandelbrot set, all that we discussed, and how even this Fibonacci sequence and the golden rectangle and all these beautiful shapes in sacred geometry, how all that is a part and parcel of the Mandelbrot fractals. Yeah. So Mandelbrot fractals was something that I exposed you, and you saw how rich that creation was in terms of shape, in terms of iterations, in terms of its intelligence to self-replicate itself. It's just a mathematical equation, but the way it repeated itself and created those wonderful forms, I'm sure you have those images still in your mind. Then we did a deep dive into what the latest understanding, or the understanding today that is available to a common man from our Vedic traditions. Yes. and Nasadiya Stuta, which we explored, where it even goes on to say that in the beginning there was nothing, and from that nothing came everything, and including gods, they may not know what actually created this creation, because they are still a part of the creation. So even Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu, and the Trinity, and all the other gods and goddesses, they perhaps would really not know how creation happened, because they are still a part of the created reality. And then beyond all this, there is that ultimate, that ultimate starting point to the entire creation. And Nasadiya Stuta goes on to say that why creation happened, maybe he knows, maybe he doesn't know. So that congruence between that, what was there in the Vedic tradition and what is there in the scientific research, how beautifully it blended with each other, we saw that. हमने हमें अपने कोर्स में, जो जुलाई कोर्स में था, हमने ये देखा था कि साइंस में, विज्ञान में जो आज की कटिंग एज रिसर्च है, वो और आज जो हमें वैदिक नॉलेज जो आम आदमी को मिल पा रहा है, उन दोनों में कितना संबंध है. सो इससे साफ स्थापित हुआ कि जो चीज हम सोचते हैं कि ये सच है, मैं अभी ये कंप्यूटर को छू सकता हूं, मैं मेरा चश्मा को छू सकता हूं, मेरा शरीर को छू सकता हूं, ये सब जो हम वास्तव रियल कहते हैं, वो एक्चुअली एक स्पंदना है. It is just interacting vibrations which create this. Science is saying that today, as well as the Vedic knowledge is confirming the same thing. तो हमने पहले इन दोनों को हमने देखा जुलाई में, और उधर एक 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 छोटा सा झलक आपने देखा कि मैंडलब्रॉट फ्रैक्टल्स, उसमें देखा कि आप एक सिंपल सा इक्वेशन, उसमें जस्ट 3 अंक है, और उसी से इतना एक सुंदर ब्रह्मांड कैसा क्रिएट होता है ना. आपने देखा था उसको, द मैंडलब्रॉट सेट्स, एंड उसमें हर चीज जो सेक्रेड ज्योमेट्री है और एवरीथिंग उसमें छिपा हुआ था, और उसका थोड़ा सा अंडरस्टैंडिंग आपको मिला. और हमने ये सोचा कि नेक्स्ट पार्ट में, द थर्ड पार्ट ऑफ व्हाट वी डिड वाज वी एक्चुअली बिकेम क्रिएटर्स, और हमने मंडला, ये मंडला जो है उसको हमने इसका नक्शा बनाना शुरू किया. एंड आज तो नहीं करेंगे वो, आज तो मंडला नहीं ड्रॉ करेंगे, लेकिन जस्ट इट्स अ रिकैप. तो हमने देखा कि ये मंडला, ये सेक्रेड ज्योमेट्री कहाँ का है. ये पूरा संसार में हर एक संस्कृति में ये शामिल है, सेक्रेड ज्योमेट्री. और हमने देखा कि कहाँ कहाँ मायन सिविलाइजेशंस, इजिप्शियन सिविलाइजेशंस, और अपनी फार ईस्टर्न सिविलाइजेशंस, अरबिक कल्चर्स, हर चीज में जो है ये मंडला आर्किटेक्चर, मंडला ज्योमेट्री, सेक्रेड ज्योमेट्री छुपा हुआ है. हम पहले उनकी, हमने वो स्टार ऑफ डेविड, फिर वो फ्लावर ऑफ लाइफ, सर्कल ऑफ लाइफ, ट्री ऑफ लाइफ, ये सब जो है हमने एक्सप्लोर किया, और आप लोग खुद अपनी हाथों से इन सबको ड्रॉ किया. फिर हमने देखा कि ये सेक्रेड ज्योमेट्री जो है, ये सेक्रेड ज्योमेट्री और साउंड वाइब्रेशंस, बीज मंत्र, इनका क्या कनेक्शन है. जो हमने बात किया था, दी सेमेंटिक्स, जो साइंस ऑफ सेमेंटिक्स है, उसमें मैंने दिखाया था वो जो एक छोटा सा मैं यंत्र बनाया था. It was a small device that I made with a speaker, and I showed you how we can create using sounds. You can create geometry, है ना. वो जो नमक हमने ब्लैक पेपर पे लगाया, और जैसे ही बीज मंत्र बोलते गए, तो उधर अपना सेक्रेट ज्योमेट्री के पैटर्न्स उधर चालू हो गए थे। फिर हमने देखा कि पौधों में प्लांट्स, हाउ प्लांट्स हैव गॉट फ्रीक्वेंसीज, है ना? आई शेयर्ड विथ यू द रिसर्च of my of the people, the scientists with whom I interact with the University of Yale, Department of Environment and Forestry, और उन्होंने कैसे सेंसर्स को सब प्लांट्स पे चिपका के जो है वो साउंड्स वगैरह जो है कैसे उनको इंटरप्रेट करते हैं, वो साउंड्स कैसे होते हैं। तो पौधों की फ्रीक्वेंसीज उसको जो है उन्होंने मैप कर रहे थे, वो भी हमने देखा। तो फिर हमको पता चला कि ये सीक्रेट ज्योमेट्री और साउंड में इतना कनेक्शन है, और उसमें अगर पौधों की, if we introduce the plant vibrations into the intersection of sacred geometry and sound frequencies, then something extraordinary happens. And then we saw how in our tradition, when we have the homas and the yagyas, जब हम होम और यज्ञ करते हैं तो उसमें वो कुंड में जो है सेक्रेट ज्योमेट्री है, फिर मंत्र में जो है अपना स्पंदना है, जो बीज मंत्र की है उसकी स्पंदना है, और जो जड़ बूटी हम डालते हैं, ऑल द प्लांट पार्ट्स दैट वी पुट इनटू द फ्लेम, दैट इज द प्लांट फ्रीक्वेंसी। और ये तीनों जब एक साथ इनकी मिलन होती है, when the when all these three sort of come together, at that point we experienced something very special. And आपकी जो रिस्पॉन्सेस मुझे मिला, आपकी जो पोस्ट्स थे, आपकी जो बहुत लोगों ने मुझे, I must have had more than 150 emails from you people, where you people expressed how beautiful it was, that experience. जब आप मंडला को नक्शा बनाए, you drew the mandala, then you played the chant, huh? Which you heard when you came into the waiting room, from the waiting room in Hamsadwani. You had this beautiful uh, Vinayaka, Siddhi Vinayaka mantra that was beautifully, some of you chanted, some of you just played the recording, which I shared with you, and then you made the offering of the plant parts. Huh? So this was something very, very, very beautiful. So when we have this kind of an effect of the three frequencies coming together, one is geometry, one is sound, and one is the plant, then we get a peek into that portal, yeah, a peek into that portal of what reality is. और ये सारा का सारा जो अपना प्रोसेस था, वो ऐसा था कि आप खुद भगवान बने उसमें. You're a creator, you become a creator, and you actually create and experience what the creator must have felt when he created, है ना? So this was extremely special. It was a very beautiful response. आपके जो response मिला उसमें, उससे मुझे पता चला कि जो तत्व है ये मंडला का, these mandala vatikas have a frequency and an intelligence of their own, and through a master, through my master, it is channeled through me to you, and you can also experience it. And for me the biggest takeaway was that this could actually be done online. अब हम सोचते थे कि ये तो एक वर्कशॉप होना चाहिए, जब ये इसकी जो इनिशिएशन जो होता है, तो वो इनिशिएशन फिजिकल फॉर्म में ही हो सकता है। तो ये कंप्लीटली, ये तो इट टर्न्ड आउट टू बी अ कंप्लीट false understanding, because this mandala vatika has got the ability and intelligence to transmit itself over the internet. I can speak to you and I can communicate to you what that intelligence is trying to tell you. So this was something for me extraordinary. I was hoping it will happen, and I was praying for the blessings of my master that it will happen. But for it to actually see it happen and you respond to me saying that it happened for you. This, I think, was something very, very special. It is only deep gratitude that I have for that experience all of you had. So let me now try to give you a glimpse of a little more about how it is to be that creator. अभी थोड़ा सा और हम गहराई में जाके देखते हैं कि एक एक सृष्टिकार यानी somebody who creates, है ना? अगर आप एक क्षण के लिए भगवान बने और आपके चारों तरफ कुछ भी नहीं है, there is nothing, शून्य ही शून्य है, you know, and that beautiful understanding we had that nothing in our tradition and nothing in the scientific understanding today, both of them mean the same thing and they don't mean nothing. ये हमने बहुत ही क्लियर ये इसका अंडरस्टैंडिंग मिला था जुलाई कोर्स में. हाउ नथिंग इज नॉट नथिंग, नथिंग इज एक्चुअली एवरीथिंग. द मोस्ट परफेक्ट ओम पूर्णः पूर्णम अद पूर्णम idam, that mantra itself says that the most perfect form, actually the most complete, is that nothing. बिकॉज नथिंग में और कुछ का जरूरत नहीं है, सब कुछ है उसमें. और हमने बताया था कि अगर मैं बता रहा हूं आपको, इफ आई टेल यू दैट देयर इज नथिंग इन माय हैंड, इट मीन्स in my hand there is 1000, say positive, 1000 mangoes, positive mangoes, and 1000 negative mangoes. They have cancelled each other, you're not seeing. But actually in this nothing there is the whole universe and the whole negative universe. Infinity and negative infinity both are there. You're seeing nothing, but this nothing is not nothing, and how science also has confirmed that, na? So we will continue that journey for a little while in this session, and I will share with you something very, very beautiful. And ये कुछ animations है which are like cutting edge. आज की बहुत ही ताजा खबर है, क्योंकि हमने ज्योमेट्री देखा, लेकिन ज्योमेट्री भी आता है मैथमेटिक्स से. फर्स्ट मैथमेटिक्स है, फिर मैथमेटिक्स का रिप्रेजेंटेशन ज्योमेट्री है. तो अगर हम भगवान हैं, तो पहले हम ये मैथमेटिक्स को पहले हम उसको रिलीज करते हैं. वो मैथमेटिक्स जाके फिर सेक्रेट ज्योमेट्री बनेगा, सेक्रेट ज्योमेट्री बने जाके वो स्पंदना बनेगा, वो स्पंदना से जो है इंटरेक्टिंग फील्ड्स रहेगा, और वो इंटरेक्टिंग फील्ड्स जो है हम उसको भगवान के नाम देते हैं, जैसे गॉड्स है, गॉडेसेस है. वी कॉल ऑल दोज फील्ड्स एज गॉड्स एंड गॉडेसेस. इनकी इंटरेक्शन की वजह से हमारा सारा सृष्टि क्रिएट होती है ना. So our entire creation is actually nothing but the interacting fields. When the wave function gets excited and it gives the illusion of a particle being created, then interacting waves will combine those illusory particles to create this world that we live in. है ना? So we have to now go one step deeper. Ki what can be the mathematics? Okay. So my main challenge was how to put this in a way that all of you can understand, whether you're coming from a science background or whether you don't have any background of science. In fact, Mandala Vatika was so beautiful because the people who drew the best mandalas, they were people who have not touched their geometry set from their school time. वो बोल रहे थे कि पहली बार मैं कंपास फिर से उठाया, मैं भूल गया था कंपास कैसे यूज करने के लिए, लेकिन वो मंडला का तत्व जब उनके थ्रू ऑपरेट हो रहा था, वो खुद घूमने लगा कंपास, और ब्यूटीफुल मंडलास वर बीइंग क्रिएटेड बाय ऑल ऑफ यू. तो ये जो ज्ञान है, इसको एक सरल रूप में कैसा पेश करें, यही मेरा चैलेंज है. आप सब लोग गणित में आप टेबल्स तो, मल्टीप्लिकेशन टेबल्स तो आपने कहीं ना कहीं आपने सीखा हुआ होगा. हाँ, 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, ऐसी ये multiplication tables जो है, at some point in your life everybody will have gone through multiplication tables, but with the simplest multiplication table, how we can create something extraordinary is what I will show you. And जो मैं अभी बता रहा हूं, this is like cutting edge. This is like, this is not even 1 or 2 years old. ये आज की latest mathematical discoveries है, and this is something extraordinary. तो मैं एक वीडियो अभी आपको प्ले करूंगा. The video is in English, but उसका बहुत ही अच्छी तरह से आपको समझ में आएगा वो क्या बोल रहा है, क्योंकि ये एक बहुत ही सरल गणित की एक प्रिंसिपल लेके क्या उससे बनाता है, ये सच में देखने लायक है. So it is something extraordinary how a simplest concept in mathematics can create geometry of such infinite beauty and proportions, है ना? So we will just quickly do there, and then we will let me just share the screen, and then you will be able to understand what I'm saying. Okay. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen that I'm sharing. Excellent, thank you. So just listen to what is being shared now. Yeah. And just tell me whether the audio is coming clear or not. Yeah.
Okay, so to start off, I've got four images for you. So look at them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, quick question, what do all of them have in common? Well, I would be really surprised if you guessed this one here, but they're actually pictures of times tables. Ah, okay. Pictures of times tables. I better explain this, all right? So to get these pictures, what you do is you start with a circle, and then you pick a random number, okay, and we'll just choose something nice to start with, a 10, okay? So then with 10, we put 10 points on the perimeter here, equally spaced, and then we label them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, let's just go. Actually, we start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10 we also want. So we kind of put that right there again. So that's also 10, that's also 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so on, okay? And then again, and so on, right? So this guy here stands for 1, 11, 21, 31, and so on, okay? And now we're going to do the 2 times table, okay? So 2 times table. And we'll start with 0. So 2 times 0 is?
0.
So 0 is the same thing, so we don't do anything. Okay, 2 times 1 is?
2.
2. Okay, so we connect the 1 to the 2. Then 2 times 2 is?
4.
Okay, so we do this, and we keep on going. Pretty obvious. Now 5. 2 times 5 is?
10.
10. 10, remember, 10's also over there, so we connect that guy up. And then 2 times 6 is 12, which is also the 2, so we connect that one, and you kind of just keep on going like this, okay? And then you're at 9, and you've pretty much gone all the way around. Now you could go on, so for example, we could now do 2 times 10, and 2 times 11, and 2 times 12, and draw in those connections, but actually the connections are going to be exactly the ones that we've already drawn. We can actually stop here. Just to illustrate, let's just go up to 2. 2 times 12 is?
24.
24, which corresponds to the 4, and that connection's already there, right? And 2 times 13 is? 26, and we've already got the 6. Of course, we made a choice there at the beginning, that 10, right? If you change that 10 to anything else, well, the picture changes, but pretty much everything I said stays the same, okay? So for example, if you switch from 10 to 11, we get this guy here, and then 12, 13, 14, 15, and let's just see what happens. Of course, what's much more interesting here is that curve that somehow magically materializes when you kind of up the number that you choose at the beginning. Okay, and actually, I'll just highlight it a bit. So there's this strange curve here. It's actually got a name. It pops up all over mathematics. It's called a cardioid. Like in cardiology, it means heart. Okay, so it's like a heart curve, mathematical heart curve. there, right there in the Mandelbrot set. So the biggest bulb in the Mandelbrot set is a cardioid. The second one is actually a perfect circle. Now, this would be a good one to figure out why is this guy a cardioid? And so just to kind of trace this down somewhere. Now, just for those people who know something about this stuff, that's the equation that we use to make up the Mandelbrot set, and there's a 2 in there, okay? So that's important. We just had the 2 times table. Okay, now we can also, instead of doing the 2 times table, we can do the 3 times table. And if we do the 3 times table, well, what we get is this pattern here for initial choice 10, and then I'll just, up the numbers there, and what do we get? Whoa, another curve. Another very famous curve. This is called the nephroid, which is kidney, It's also in a generalized Mandelbrot set. So remember, before we had an exponent 2 here, now we're talking about 3 times table, we change the exponent to 3, and you actually get the main bulb here being the nephroid. Okay, we also get it in a coffee cup. This time we need a straight coffee cup, and the light rays kind of come in like from one side, okay? So they kind of come in straight like this, and then they kind of bounce around inside the cup and make up this curve. Actually, oh, what else have we got? 4 times? You can kind of see a pattern now. 4 times gets you three petals. Before we had 3 times 2 petals. Okay, and then all these other things that we've kind of been highlighting here, they work too. There, exponents gone up to 4. That's the generalized. There's one more guy here. That's the 5. So it gets 4 petals. And we've got the Mandelbrot set here. Okay, so let's just start again with 2. Okay, so that was 2 times table. Now, one really nice thing to try is actually make the increments not 1 to 3 to 4 to 5, but actually do smaller increments. Okay, or actually do the transition here continuously. So let's show you, if I just do the multiplication times 2.1, what do you get? 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, 2.4, 2.5, 2.6, 2.7, 2.8, 2.9, and 3. And you can kind of see how the cardioid turns into this nephroid, which is kind of cool, right? And now I just let it go, and the numbers are going up, and you can see the petals going more and more and more and more, right? So it is continuously. And well, you think, well, that's probably what it's going to be. You can also look at this in the Mandelbrot set, and you can actually see exactly this sort of pattern here happening in the middle. And if you kind of push the exponent to infinity, the whole thing kind of turns into one big circle. That's pretty cool. Okay, and that's, I think that's the end of it, but no. Let's just keep going here, right? So the petals are pretty much going to go away now. But if you just look at what's happening here, you see there's a lot more, structure somehow being hinted at, right?
So that was something I really wanted to share with you, because just by using multiplication tables, 2 times 2 times 3 times 4, you can create patterns that are so rich. And these are the patterns which create what you call the boundary of the Mandelbrot set. Mandelbrot set is one of the fractal is one of the most beautiful fractals. And if I was God, or any one of you were God, starting the universe creation, you would want to use something as simple as this: times 2, times 3, times 4. And then you create, unleash into the world a creation that is so rich. It is not just rich, it is self actualizing, it is intelligent, because it can continue to create new forms without, by just using the information from the previous. So it is something that is not just an equation, it is something which has got a certain intelligence to it. Because in true Mandelbrot sets, no 2 points are alike, and we will explore that further. Yeah. तो ये गणित में जो है, आपने देखा बस 2 गुना या 3 गुना 4 गुना जो भी है, सिंपल मल्टीप्लिकेशन टेबल से लेके कितना शानदार पैटर्न्स जो मंडला अपना बता रहे हैं, जो हमारी श्री यंत्र है, जो सारे के सारे मंडलाएं हैं, सब मंडला जो है सिर्फ एक गणित की टेबल से इसको, इसका सारा का सारा जो ज्योमेट्री है उधर से हम सृष्टि कर सकते हैं। तो अगर हम भगवान होते तो हमें ऐसा ही कुछ जुगाड़ चाहिए कि बहुत ही सरल रूप से जो है इतना कॉम्प्लिकेटेड और इतना शानदार, इतना खूबसूरत दुनिया हम क्रिएट करें। तो उसको और थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लोर करते हैं कि हाउ वी कंटिन्यू दिस अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग। अभी हम सीधा आ जाते हैं मैंडलब्रॉट सेट पे। और मैंडलब्रॉट सेट का ड्राइंग आपने देखा, ये अपना नेफ्रॉइड है, ये सर्कल है, फिर आपको कार्डियोइड मिलेंगे, सारे के सारे मिलेंगे। लेकिन अभी थोड़ा सा सब्र कीजिए, जस्ट बी अ लिटिल पेशेंट। दिस इज द मैंडलब्रॉट सेट. Now, what you will see is this Mandelbrot set is just the tip of the iceberg. This fractal is just the tip of the iceberg, because what it is going to evolve into, this is the two-dimensional form of something that is three-dimensional. So आपने, I think some of you would have caught it, right? That same multiplication times table which created that Mandelbrot fractal, वो जो fractal जब हम उसमें गए तो वो एक 3 डायमेंशनल फॉर्म है। उसको ऊपर से देखेंगे तो मैंडलब्रॉट का शेप दिखता है, वो नेफ्रॉइड, कार्टोइड एंड ऑल दीज शेप्स यू सी, बट एक्चुअली दे आर 3 डायमेंशंस। और 3 डायमेंशंस में आप देखें तो एक जगह पे मैं वो मेरू, अपना जो हमने बात किया था ना जुलाई में, जो श्री यंत्र है वो एक्चुअली 2D रिप्रेजेंटेशन है 3 डायमेंशनल मेरू का। द Meru is actually the 3 dimensional representation of the 2 dimensional Sri Yantra. So you have seen how that surfaces. So this sacred geometry is not just something that is beautiful, but it is the basis of creation. Now, what I'm going to share with you is really something that is so astounding, because what we are going to do now is, I was telling before that all the sacred geometry and the Fibonacci sequence, the golden mean, the golden rectangle, they are all embedded in the Mandelbrot set. Now we find that there is another set of which Mandelbrot is a part of. अभी पता चला कि मैंडलब्रॉट सेट जो हमें अब तक हम बता रहे हैं कि अगर आप भगवान हो तो ये मैंडलब्रॉट सेट से ही आप इतना सृष्टि को आप क्रिएट कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अभी पता चलता है कि ये मैंडलब्रॉट सेट एक अंश है एक दूसरा सेट का, जिसको जूलिया सेट बताते हैं. So understanding this Julia set and how this Mandelbrot is a two-dimensional representation of the three-dimensional Meru, but even this three-dimensional Meru, the Mandelbrot, is actually the representation of a higher dimension, which is called the Julia set. Now, if we take the three axes of the Mandelbrot and put them all together, you will see something that will blow your mind. इतना अद्भुत एक आपके सामने एक चीज आएगा जो आपको देख के आपको कुछ लगेगा कि ये भगवान है, ये भगवान का ही रूप है, ऐसा दिखता है. एंड ये सारा का सारा आ रहा है बस सिंपल गणित से. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. From there, you are creating a hyperdimensional object, which really will blow your mind. So just bear with me with a little patiently, and I will share with you this particular portion of the video. And this is again very, very interesting.
Now, two-dimensional slices are pretty and informative, but to see the full beauty of these mathematical structures, we need to go 3D. Here we have a three-dimensional slice of the complete Mandelbrot set as its offset sweeps up the complex axis. Set with the sweep along the real axis. Sets that ride the real axis combine to form this structure. Sets that ride along the complex axis. this video with an attempt to show the full structure of the Mandelbrot set with every offset. This will effectively show every possible Julia set point for z² plus c. I've been your host, Drew Kearns. Thank you for watching.
So that was how much you can create. See, whether you take the way your brain neurons are formed, it will be there in that Julia set. If you want to know how your muscles are structured, it will be there in that Julia set. If you want to know how ocean currents move in the ocean, it will tell you in that Julia set. If you want to know how the super galaxies collide and interact with each other, it will be there in that Julia set. If you want to know how volcanoes or inside the earth, the lava, how it is moving, all the streams are moving, it will be there in that. Any part of nature, any part of creation which is in chaos can be found in this Julia set. So if you are a creator, if you are God and you want to create this universe, this is fundamentally how you will do it. You will create something that is so simple, but you saw that shape, ultimate shape of that Julia set with all the complex planes, all the planes. That simulation was created by using one of the fastest supercomputers available today to science. It was created using one of the most fastest supercomputers, that animation. And when you saw that entire Julia set, it was like a self-intelligent being. It could stretch, it could combine, it could create new forms. It has a property of, it's like it is self-aware. You can allow it and it will continue to create the whole world for you. That is the power of these mathematics and the Julia sets. So it is a very, very interesting concept. And I thought, because we were talking about sacred geometry and all these things, we should know about this. So this is just the most recent research in geometry and mathematics, which I thought I should share, because when you draw the Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala Vatika, you will know what you're doing. And just for that, let me go back to what now we did something from science, let's do something from our Vedic tradition. तो अभी तक हमने देखा कि विज्ञान ने कितना सरल एक गणित की टेबल से एक ऐसा एक एंटिटी क्रिएट किया जिसमें एक तरह की जीव है, वो खुद एक इंटेलिजेंस है उसमें, और वो खुद रेप्लिकेट करके वो अनेक तरह की दुनिया की क्रिएशन, सृष्टि बना सकता है. वो जो देखा आपने इमेज, वो आज की सबसे पावरफुल सुपर कंप्यूटर में उसको सिमुलेट करके वो निकाला वो इमेजेस. बट आपको देखते ही लगता है कि हो सकता है ऐसा एक चीज हो सकता है जो हम बोलते हैं कि ये शिव तत्व है। शिव तत्व शायद ऐसे ही रहेगा, एक तत्व जो अपने आप सृष्टि कंटिन्यूअसली क्रिएट कर सकता है ना। ब्रह्म तत्व होता है, विष्णु तत्व होता है, दुर्गा तत्व होता है, गुरु तत्व होता है। ये सब तत्व जो है दे आर वेव फंक्शंस जो आपने देखा। तो अभी चलते हैं और देखते हैं कि अपना जो विज्ञान है, अपनी जो वैदिक ट्रेडिशन है वो क्या बताता है सिद्धि विनायक मंडला के बारे में। तो ये नक्शा तो all of you are familiar with this Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala, which all of you drew, all of you did a great job drawing. But इसमें थोड़ा सा आपको एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग होना चाहिए कि ये है क्या चीज। पिछले बार मैं इतना डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया था, आई डिडंट गो इनटू द डेप्थ ऑफ इट, बट इफ यू ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, ये सेंटर देयर इज अ स्टार ऑफ डेविड, राइट? This Star of David is consisting of one triangle which is up. You know, how was Lord Vinayaka born? गणेश जी का जो बर्थ हुआ वो कैसे हुआ? पार्वती देवी ने हल्दी की जो पेस्ट वो अपने ऊपर लगा रही थी, वो हल्दी की पेस्ट से जो है एक 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 डॉल को बनाया, एक मूर्ति को बनाया और उसमें उसको जीव दे के जो है गणेश को स्थापित किया। माने कि इट इज द शक्ति ट्रायंगल which is the starting point for the Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala. So here you can see there is one Shakti triangle and then there is another downward pointing triangle which is the Shiva triangle. Because Ganesh फिर क्या हुआ वो आपको कहानी पता है, you know the story. He was guarding his mother, nobody should enter because she is having a bath, and then Shivji comes along and he says, let me in, I need to go in. He says no, and Shivji gets angry and chops his head. And then the Parvati she is grief stricken. She says, my son, you killed him, now I am inconsolable. So then he tells his sevaks, he says, go and find the first living thing that you find, you bring me its head. And they bring the head of a elephant, है ना? So the Shiva and Shakti, they are both here and both of them interacting to give this center portion, which is very, very interesting for us, है ना? So the story of Shiva's birth is actually in this mandala. How beautiful is that? Yeah. And then let us see, the center is again very, very interesting. It is a tube. Many centers could be triangles, they could be circles, but this is actually a tube. It is like a kaleidoscope tube. Why? Because Vinayaka is connected to our Mooladhara chakra. Mooladhara chakra at the base of the spine, वो मूलाधारा के थ्रू ही वो तत्व, शिव तत्व जो है वो अंदर आ सकता है, अंदर आके पूरा ऊपर तक जा सकता है ना? तो that tattva comes through this tube which is formed by the interaction of Shiva tattva and the Shakti tattva, Shiva and Parvati, है ना? So you can imagine, अभी जो आपने वो सुपर कंप्यूटर का सिमुलेशन में आपने एक तत्व को देखा, ऐसा दो तत्व कोलाइड होके एक उसमें से तीसरा एक तत्व निकलता है, वो है सिद्धि विनायक तत्व। एंड ये तत्व का काम ही है कि हमें एक duct, it is like a wormhole, yeah, that connects two fields. Shakti and the Shiva interact to create this tube that creates the mandala where Siddhi Vinayaka is, the tattva gets expressed. So that tattva, how does it express itself? It expresses by opening your Mooladhara. So the central tube that you see is actually your Mooladhara chakra. And that Muladhara Chakra is the way in which the Shiva and the Shakti energy enter your body. And through that tattva you experience, and then you as a instrument of the divine will do so many things that the divine wanted you to do in life. Yeah, so you understand how these tattvas work. The tattva actually creates you, then it creates the connection for you with the divine, and through that energy which you are channeling, you are doing the divine's work. So if I am sitting here and bringing this knowledge to you, it is because the divine wanted me to do this work for you. If you are sitting here and listening to what I am saying, it is because the divine wanted you to listen to this. So when we say all our philosophy, where we say we are nothing, but we are just what the divine is actually doing everything, and we are just like channels for expressing that divine energy. So this is what it is. So this exactly is that this Siddhivinayaka Mandala has in it this story. So this is a little advanced level. Now there are some people asking me, why was the numbering given in a certain way? Why the numbering should not have been different? So all those more and more deeper, when we go into the Vatikas, we will see all those things also. Yeah. So now we can also see this thing of the 8 petals. See, ये अष्ट पद्मा जो है, 8 petals जो है एक कमल की. So ये जो 8 petals है, these are also expressions of a tattva. These are also expressions of a tattva. And the way these tattvas express themselves is through, again, different manifestations of the tattvas. Okay, Siddhivinayaka has got 21 forms. You remember that, right? 20 names were there, 21 plants were there. The final one was the one that is supposed to give you that experience, correct? It was a worm. Yeah. So these 8 lotuses petals are also the way tattvas work. One is a belief. All of us know how powerful beliefs are. Yeah. If you believe something, then you will experience that. This is actually, yeah. Can you hear me? Are you still there? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Yeah. Okay. So if we can see this, one is belief. जो हम संकल्प बोलते हैं ना, वो तत्व है, ये वो एनर्जी है, संकल्प शक्ति जो बोलते हैं. Then resolve is our determination to do something. दृढ़ता जो बोलते हैं, दृढ़ जो बोलते हैं ना, the resolve. Speech, वाक्य. Action, कार्य. The life itself, जीव. Effort, which is श्रम. थिंकिंग विच इज सोच, क्योंकि हम अगर सोचते नहीं है तो हम कर भी नहीं सकते हैं ना कुछ. वो भी एक तत्व का रूप है, तत्व का मैनिफेस्टेशन है. एंड लास्ट में पीस, दैट इज शांति, है ना. तो ये 8 पेटल्स जो हमारी सिद्धिविनायक मंडला में है, you will see that these are all very important 8 manifestations of the tattva. The Siddhivinayaka tattva is manifesting itself through these various forms, है ना, manifestations. Also, you will see that in this, in the Siddhivinayaka mantra, there were 8 plants which have the same name of the divine form of Vinayaka. जो विनायका, सिद्धि विनायका जो रूप है, 21 रूप बताए थे मंत्र में, एक्चुअली 20 ही था. एक जो है वो साइलेंट है, वो अपने को एक्सपीरियंस करने का है, उसको बोलने का नहीं है. तो वो जो 20 रूप है सिद्धिविनायक की, उसमें 8 रूप जो है वो पौधों से जुड़ा हुआ है। पौधे का जो नाम है वही नाम है वो विनायक के रूप का। समझ रहे हैं आप कि ये जो मंडला वाटिका का साइंस है ये बहुत ही प्राचीन है। It is as old as creation itself. And these plant names have been given the names of the various forms of Siddhivinayaka. Because Siddhivinayaka manifests himself in many ways. There are many Siddhis you will get. Yeah. If Siddhivinayaka operates through you, there are many Siddhis you will get. So each Siddhi has got a name. The form of Vinayaka has as the name. So here you can see the name of each of the forms of Siddhivinayaka. They have the patram. The patram is the same. Like Apamarga Patram is the same as the name. Yeah. Vishnu Kranta Patram is the same as the name. Amalaki Patram is the same as the name. Sindhura Patram is the same as the name. Sindhura Namaha. The Sindhura form of that. Yeah. Like that Bringaraja Patram is again the same of the name of the form of the divine. है ना? Arjuna Patram, the Arjuna tree. How did the name of Arjuna tree come? Because it is the name of that form of Siddhivinayaka. So Arjuna Dantaya Namaha is Arjuna Patram, Samarpayami. Araka Patram, Arka Prabhaye Namaha, Arka Patram Samarpayami. So the name of the plant and the name of the form of Siddhivinayaka also you can see in this very beautiful 21 mantras. Yeah. So these are all things that you can see, and you can enjoy. So these are all the additional informations that I wanted to give you. There are some questions that were coming, and one of them was that if we want to put Akshatam, where do I put it? For 21 places are already decided what plants and plant parts you should put. But the Akshatam, where do I put? If you want to put the Akshatam, it will always be put in the center. Huh? So if you take this particular one, let me not share the screen now. But if we take the Siddhivinayaka mandala, in the center of the mandala, you can put the Akshatam. Okay. Then will Divya or somebody help me with any other questions you've been able to look at? Anything you can post me questions. I'll be most happy to answer them. We are almost finishing our time. I thought this would be about an hour session, but we have a little time, so we can see. And I still see, despite the technical glitch.
We don't have questions right now.
Okay. So let me also remember what are the
questions right now.
Yeah. What are the other questions? Yeah. Okay, sir. Meghna Mehta says, when you say that Julius set is made of one tattva, what does it mean? Julius set is not made of one, it is not made of one tattva, but it is made from one wave function. Yeah. That wave function can express itself. Just one wave function has the potential to create the entire universe. Now, this is just one Mandelbrot set or a Julius set where we have taken to the power of 2. But you can take to the power of 3, 4, 5, 6. So many sets can be made. So as a creator, you have with you such an enormous amount of resources ready, which can unleash creation after creation after creation. Yeah. So it is a field, a function. Yes, in a way you are right. It is a tattva. It is a tattva, but it is also more than a tattva, because it is a tattva which has the intelligence to interact with other tattvas. Like how we saw the Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala form because of one triangle representing Shiva, another triangle representing the Shakti, and then the two triangles coming together to form a tube, which is your Muladhara opening to transmit that Shakti. So those are the things it was. Which is the plant you leave out from 21? Since we offer only 20 plants, go with the names. Yeah, the 20 names which are there, those 20 names plants only you will offer. You will have the 21st one in your hand. You'll be waiting for the mantra, it won't come. Okay, when it doesn't come, your mind will go blank. In that portal, in that small window, there is something very beautiful that happens. Please elaborate on the 8 tattvas. Rashmi Jain is asking this question. The 8 tattvas, in the Siddhi Vinayaka Mandala, there are many tattvas, but the 8 petals are the manifestation of the Siddhi Vinayaka tattva. What are those? Actually, you will find this in the Eightfold Path of Buddhism. If you Google the Mahayana Buddhist traditions, you will find all these 8 things there also. Yeah. So these is when you come away from the esoteric field into the practical field of daily life, then you need all these. You need belief, you need resolve, you need conviction, you need action, you need everything has to happen. You need sankalpa. All these things are how you deal with the illusory universe, the actual creation, the universe we are living in. So that 8-petaled lotus is representing that. When we are doing the physical Vatika, are the equations and diagrams confined to the decimal system? What if we use the binary system? Actually, you're right. This is coming from Sanya Podar. Obviously, she knows what she is talking about. Actually, it is the it is actually, if you see those circles and the patterns that we were drawing in the first part of that, the name for that is that it is a analog of the way we took 10, right? When we started, we took 10. We didn't take 11, 12 or something. Why did we take 10? Because to the base 10 is the system there. Of course, you can use the binary system because it is using the binary system that we have been able to create through these supercomputers, the animation of that Julia set. Yeah, which to me is the most primordial tattva in the created form. Yeah, so yes, so you can use the decimal system, of course, and the decimal system was shown because he said to the power of 2, then instead of doing 3, he said power of 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, and you saw how the cardioid became a nephroid, and nephroid became a 3-petaled form and a 4-petaled form. So that is there. Why don't you have Divya ji did not have plant spacings in the Wandalas? Yes, Sachin, everything was sent to you by email, but yes, we will ask because it's a Google Drive link and it is available to every participant. I sent it twice myself, but yes, we will please ping Divya and she will give you the link. Thank you, amazing ideas. Any idea how the idea of using numbers came about in a circle? How did the circle come in the first place? The circle is the most perfect form. And it also represents infinity. The Purnam mantra is based on a circle. Because in a circle, there is perfection. There is nothing you can add to a circle. There is nothing you can take out of a circle. See, because a circle has no ending, it has no beginning. Actually, the circle itself is a very important part of sacred geometry. It is a science by itself. So at some point, we will get into it. But at this stage, just know that when we say something is Purnam, it means it represents that perfect circle. A circle is something in which you cannot add, you cannot take out. Like if you have a square, if I take out one, it will become a triangle. If I take out a triangle, it becomes two lines. If I take out one line, it becomes just two lines from it becomes one line. Like that, you can add or subtract. If I put to a triangle one side, it becomes a square or a rectangle or a polygon. But to a circle, you can't add anything, you can't take away anything because it doesn't have a beginning, doesn't have an end. Okay, so that is why that Purna mantra, yeah. Om Purnaha Purnamada Purnamidam. Like for example, if a mother gives birth to a child, a complete life has emerged from the mother, but the mother is still full. Purnamada Purnamidam. So there is a very deep science in this Purnam, which again goes back to the philosophy that ultimately it is that Purnam which is nothing from where the universe can be created. I think we are more or less done with the questions. Please write to us. Please take the poll. Divya, you want to say anything to people about the poll?
Yeah, I just want to say that this is a poll. We should all vote and choose which batch we would like to join in the next Durga Mandala Vatika. There are two batches. One is 4 to 7 October and the other one is 8 to 12 October. Please choose which timings are suitable for you and we will contact you for that specific mandala.
Yes, and the beauty is that
everyone please vote.
Yeah. So, and the beauty of this is for all those who had participated in the July course, the donation is only 2,000 rupees. So you're most welcome. But let me tell you, this Durga Mandala Vatika is something that will blow your mind. Because Durga, unlike Siddhi Vinayaka and Varalakshmi, they are benign tattvas. They are benign. They are very soft tattvas. They enable you. Durga Mandala Vatika is a disruptor. She is a tattva which comes and really shakes up things. Understanding that tattva and using Mandala Vatika to get aligned to that tattva. Today's COVID scenario, if you see in the planet today, is a typical manifestation of a Durga tattva. When she comes, she creates chaos. Okay. This is where Durga Mandala Vatika becomes very relevant to our lives, because when you experience, when you do Durga Mandala Vatika in such chaotic times, there are two situations you'll do it. When things are really chaotic, because then you align with the tattva. So along with the tattva, you will write that chaos, and always after the chaos, it will come to a better situation than it was before. Always. That is the beauty of Durga Mandala. Durga Mandala Vatika is a science where out of chaos, something beautiful emerges. So in life, you either use Durga Mandala Vatika when your life is chaotic or when your life has become stagnant. You are in a rut. अभी ऐसे ही जिंदगी चल रहा है घिसा पिटा कुछ हो नहीं रहा है जिंदगी में. That is when you practice Durga Mandala Vatika. That experience will shake up things. And from that, a higher level of equilibrium will come out of that chaos. So this is something that is very interesting, very, very interesting. I myself am fascinated by what I am discovering in the Durga Mandala Vatika. And Gurudev has blessed for this October for us to do Durga Mandala Vatika during the time of Navaratri. So I think it will be a wonderful, wonderful experience. So with that, I would say that yeah, there are two batches. Will the second be recorded of the first session? No, it will not be recordings. I will do both sessions live. I don't believe in recordings. I like to share live. So both sessions will be live sessions. It is just one is in the afternoon to suit some people timings, and another one is in the same timing that we are having now. And yes, recordings will be there. Can this recording be available for the next 24 hours? We will have to see. I don't know what has happened to my recordings. I hope it's all there. What about the numbering and chants of Saptarishi Mandala? Saptarishi did not happen. and it will probably happen as a part of another mandala, because we have actually now found out that the way to do this Mandala Vatika course is to just do one mandala thoroughly. Yeah, we were a little ambitious, so the people who registered in July got a bonus of an extra mandala. We should have done either Siddhi Vinayaka or Varalakshmi, but we did two, and we were ambitious. We thought we could do another, but that doesn't work really. Even two was a bit much for a lot of people. So the way we will explore Durga Mandala Vatika is go deep dive into that mandala and see what it is. So creation from chaos, similar to ecological regeneration, fallen tree trunk leading to a new sapling. Exactly. So yes, so most of you seem to have enjoyed that, seeing from the reactions I'm getting. So do share your feedback with us. Post your experiences on our Mandala Vatika Facebook page. That is our interactive platform. And I again thank my team of Kritika Raman, Archana Jha, Divya Bajaj. Pam, unfortunately, could not attend this. We miss her very dearly. She's having some issues that she needs to sort out before coming back to us. So at the moment, she is not here, but hopefully by October, she will be back helping us with this. So I really thank my team for all the wonderful help they have been to me in putting together this refresher session. And I really look forward to all of you signing up for the Durga Mandala Vatika. Trust me, that is going to be really special. So I would, yes, I would conclude this session. Thank you very much. बहुत धन्यवाद. और मैं अभी भी प्रार्थना करता हूँ कि आप दुर्गा मंडला वाटिका सेशन में आप रजिस्टर करें. जो रिपीट कर रहे हैं, मतलब जो जुलाई के कोर्स किए हैं, उनके लिए बस 2,000 रुपीस का रजिस्ट्रेशन है, नॉट 4,500. तो आप जरूर रजिस्टर करके उसका भी आप फायदा उठाइए. बहुत ही शानदार मंडला है वो. और वो मंडला ये टाइम में जब इतना केओस है हमारी दुनिया में, वो मंडला के साथ हम अलाइन होके वो तत्व पे हम नेगोशिएट करें ये केओस को, ये सब हम सीखेंगे उस मंडला में.